All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good afternoon. And thank you for connecting. Let me just try to check the audio. I just want to check the audio and see how the audio is. Good afternoon. I just want to check the audio and see how the audio is not bad. Okay. Let me reduce this music a little bit more. Okay. All right, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you very much for coming on the show with me at this time. If you're joining on Facebook, thank you very much for coming. If you're joining on YouTube, God bless you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. Let me know where you guys are connecting from real quick. So I can throw a salute to you guys. If I know where you're connecting from, I'll be able to throw a salute to you. All right. So good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. We're about to get on the show real quick this afternoon. I believe you guys, you are able to hear me, right? If you are able to hear me, please let me know. Give me a feedback real quick that you are hearing me, and thank you. Still expecting somebody to say hi. Wow. I don't think these are my people. I don't think these are my people today. I'm expecting someone to say hi to me right now. Okay. Or maybe you guys are not interested in the topic we're about to discuss. Maybe so. I don't know. All right. This is Linda here. This is Anuluapo here. This is Wale. Is this Wale from New York? Let me see. I can't see your okay. Wale Fale. How are you? Anuluapo Oluleye. Mama ni. Mama tó single pa. Táwọn boys ò tí máa rush ẹ̀. Káwọn boys máa lọ rush baby. Àánú Olúwapọ̀. Who need the rushing. He's from England. Okay, Wale from England. Thank you. Adedoyin from Canada. All right. I want in New Jersey. Monisola Adelanwa. Monisola Adelanwa. Ọmọ wọn ní New Jersey rèé. Prince Bola. Prince Bola, sorry. I said Prince Bola. Ọlọ́run ní ṣe ní Bola. Ọwọ́ ìsìn lọ máa rush ọmọ yìí. Ọmọ tó ń pè ní Àánú Olúwapọ̀. Èyí voice tó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ti lọ rush ẹ̀. Andy Keller. How you doing? How are you? All right. Let's get to the business of the day real quick. Let's get Moriti. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. From Canada. From Canada, I can't pronounce that name. That's difficult to pronounce. Waiterer. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. Mr. Lawrence, how are you? All right, guys. I want you guys to go ahead and just share this video. Let's get more people connected at this time. I know they're coming. I know they will come, but quickly, let's just share it before I will start the show quickly. And if you are single on this line, you're a guy, you're single, you're looking for a very sweet sister to settle with, just check out Anoluapo Oluleye. You know, she's there. You will see her over there. Omo Ondoni. Omo Ondo again. Omo wani Owu Totoro Abekuta. He's just a citizen of New Jersey. You're only a citizen of New Jersey, but you are from Abeokuta. All right. That's good. From Abeokuta. That's all right. All right. That's fine. Monisola from Abeokuta. Abeokuta. That's okay. All right. So we are gonna be we're gonna brainstorm this evening because the topic we have right here is it's a little funny. Um, I must have read it like 20 times, and I'm still trying to read. So it's difficult to understand. So, but I made a phone call through what do you call it, Instagram to the this man, and he was able to explain the whole situation to me. I know today is Saturday, everybody's busy Saturday, that's fine. But we're still gonna do the show anyway. All right. So if you don't know, my Facebook has been blocked, but I have a new page right now on Facebook. You can go and search for it, and it's Rejuve Couples. The name of the page is Rejuve Couples, REJUVCOUPLES. You will see it. It's not a page. It's not a group or a page. Because I have a group that is Rejuve Couples, and I have a page that is Rejuve Couples. You will see that. You'll see me old guy. You'll see me my late 80s. My picture, you'll see it is an old man. All right. So let's quickly get to the business of the day real quick, without wasting time. I want to let you guys understand that, see, I am a feminist. And it took me some time to be able to realize that I am a feminist. And later I found out that being a feminist is not a bad thing at all. What you're just doing is you're just trying to make sure that this world is fair. For real. Love from Texas. Where in Texas are you? Is this sister love or brother love? Love Inche. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's all right. You will give me. What part of Texas are you? So I always love it. I always love it just for life to be fair on the ladies. Coming from Africa, we're coming from a place where women they are not allowed to voice out their own opinion. They are not allowed. Akinola Tayo, how are you? They're not allowed to voice out their opinion. They're not allowed to talk. They're not allowed to make suggestions. They're not allowed to do anything. The society, the culture, the tradition, the religion, Christianity, Islamic religion, pushed women all the way to the back. And these guys are very, very important. Women are very, very important. I can't just believe, why will you push something that is Timitope Daudu? How are you doing, my dear? God bless you, my brother. How will you push something that is very important? You pushed it all the way to the back. And you rendered it useless. You tied it down. That this one is not going to move. All right. So I don't know. It's very difficult for a woman to come to the forefront and say, this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to do. It's very difficult for a woman to tell the husband, this is how I want it, this is how I want you to do it, and all kinds of things. Very, very difficult. They will say, Obìnrin lásán, that means ordinary woman. You see, whenever I hear that stuff like ordinary woman, I cry. For real, I cry. Alone, I cry. I cry. There is nothing like ordinary women. See, these women you're looking at, they're very powerful. If you underestimate the power of a woman, you're going to die. You're going to die young. You might not be able to fulfill your destiny in this life, your purpose in this life. It might be difficult for you to be able to make ends to meet if you underestimate the power of a man and the, or probably the potential in a woman. You're done. For real, you're gone. The Englishmen, they say, Behind the successful man, there is a woman there. And what we're supposed to be doing right now is to stand by women and be able to empower them, push them forward, get them to the point where they're no longer afraid to be able to do things, and let them go ahead and do it. But what can be done to those who goes extreme when given a chance? It's just the same as a man. Let me talk about when a man is broke, when they don't have money, they behave well. The moment they start making money, they go all the way to the extreme. Sometimes you might not even see them at home anymore. Sometimes they'll become a bully. Sometimes they will just start cheating. Sometimes they'll be doing all manners of, they become abusive just because they got money. It's the same thing. The same thing. Everything now boils down to the style of leadership. How do you lead? How are you? What kind of leadership style do you adopt? That you are using in your own home? Have you been able to study your partner very well? As a man, you're supposed to be the one to set the pace, to lay the foundation, the way you want your relationship to look like. And then it's supposed to be on the table from day one. You don't understand. People copy leaders. People copy leaders. You cannot say a woman is your slave or she's a second-class citizen, and let me just tie her down here, and I have the right to do whatever I like, and let her just be there. Let me come home anytime I feel like coming home. Let me sleep with whosoever I feel like sleeping with, and all kinds of stuff. And then you keep going like that. You don't understand that you're actually setting the pace. You are teaching the follower. This is what you two should be doing. This is what you should do. This is how you should live your life. You don't want to cage a woman and make a woman to look like an object or animal. All right? Let me just cage, or let me put a rope on her neck and tie her down right here. She's human, just like yourself. And that's why you'll see that people talk about partnership in relationship. Partnership in relationship. Like, we're supposed to be partners. So you as a man are supposed to lead by example. The way you want your wife to relate with you, you show her the love. Show her the love. It's leadership. It's not born attitude. It's not. It's leadership. I know so many people that are born into a crazy family, but based on leadership, they changed. It's like pastors now. People who come to churches, they're crazy people. When they come to church, your leadership will change who they are. There's this Chinese adage that says, if you want to change people and people refuse to change, you say, change you, then you will change them. When you change you, you will change them. You might not change your ways, you might change your mentality. You might not change your leadership style, but you might change the way you perceive things. And the moment you change, you begin to affect their own lives too. And that's what leaders do. There's a difference between leadership and leaders. And that's what we don't have in Africa. Because you're a leader doesn't mean that you know leadership. You can be a leader, but you might not understand what leadership role is all about. They can actually appoint you to be a leader. You can get married and become a husband who is supposed to lead, and it's possible that for you not to be able to understand what leadership means until you go to study leadership. And then you'll find out that people will follow you because you are supposed to lead by example. You're supposed to be a servant leader. Someone that leads. You lead based on example. You do what you want other people to do. You eat what you want other people to eat. You drink what you want other people to drink. You sleep where you want other people to sleep. You say what you want other people to say. And your attitude is the same that you're trying to preach to whosoever is following you. A leader is supposed to be a mirror, that other people will mirror you. They look at you. They follow your step. So when you don't give love, when you don't give respect, you cannot be demanding for. You can't be demanding for. And that's what leaders do. The moment you're a bad leader, you're not showing any kind of good leadership trait, then the people following you will get confused and they will do exactly what you're doing. But you might not want that because you want to be treated right, but you are not treating other people right. So when you see the followers then you know your style of leadership. You know the effect of your leadership on your followers. So this is what I've told them. It's just like myself right now. I always tell people, don't let any pastor collect your money. Don't let any pastor collect your money. All right? So at the end of the day, people don't want to give money anymore. Even including myself. When I say, oh, come and give. But you were the one that said we shouldn't give pastor our money. No, I didn't say don't give short your money. I didn't say don't let, all I said is don't let people take advantage of you. Do what you need to do for God so that the work of God can progress. But don't let a pastor be collecting money to do his own thing from you. That's what I'm saying. So that's his stuff. So I found out that I've been preaching about you being careful. Don't give your money to someone that will steal your money and stuff like that. But I found out I need to put a line in between. I need to clarify some certain things that I'm not saying don't give your money to the work of God. Give your money for the work of God, but don't let anybody take advantage of you, collecting your money. All right? So it's a leadership. Leadership is important. The way you lead. So for you as a man, before you can actually say I'm a good leader, you must first of all go to leadership school. You must learn to lead. We must all learn to lead. We must learn to lead. And that's what's going to happen. Eventually, you're going to see it down the road. Now, look at the story we're about to break down tonight. We're about to break this story down tonight, and it's not easy. It's a very difficult one. And but I pray that you guys will see it through my eyes, because what I'm seeing is different. What I'm seeing is totally different. I'm telling you. And I made a phone call through to the guy, and we talked a little bit. He didn't agree with me, but who cares? I'm not the one in the situation. You are the one in the situation. If you agree with me, good. Then let's go change it. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. Then you can continue to be in the same situation because it's going to continue to repeat itself. It will continue to repeat itself. All right, let's check it out. All right. Two people are married. The man, the woman, they got married. Yeah, okay. And one thing I don't like is this. I don't like it when a man will say, I am the man in this home. So I have the right to do whatever. But you don't. I get mad. No, I'm sorry about that. I get so mad when I hear men say that. And that's what is going to cause problem later down the road. Because the person you're living with is not a dummy. He's a human being like yourself. That's not a dummy. He's a human being just like yourself. Not a dummy. Just want to let you know that. If you don't know, just try and know. The person is not a dummy. Let me see if I can put my Instagram on as well. Probably the ones on Instagram will be able to connect with this at this time. I'm not sure. But let's try. Okay. Up on this side. Let me put it on this. Let me clean the lens. Because it seems like you guys on YouTube, you guys are quiet on me. And when people are quiet to me like this, I really don't feel it. I love it. I love it when the thing is popping and everybody is contributing and talking. I love it like that. What's up, Instagram? How you guys doing? So Instagram is on too. All right. Probably they will be able to talk because you guys are not talking to me. And I don't feel it when people are not talking to me. I read comments. I want to know your response to whatever it is that I'm saying and that. Thank you, Instagram, for coming up. Wow. Just look at them. They're just popping out from nowhere. All right. So what I'm saying is this. Dr. Yemi Akins, how are you doing? So I don't believe in that. I get a little mad whenever people say, oh, I'm the man. All right. And because I'm the man, I can do this, but you can't because you are the woman. I don't agree with that. That's never going to go well with me. All right. And that's why I believe I'm a feminist. I defend women. And I want women to be able to be in the forefront just like men are in the forefront. I want women partners in relationships. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I think. That's the way I feel. And I think it's the right thing. That's the way I treat my wife. All right? I don't put my wife under. Thank you, Bishop Jordan. How you doing, guys? I don't put my wife under. All right? Doctor, what's up now? Okay, you're good. That's fine. I don't. So I tell people that you can't tell me a man has got the right to do anything, but the woman can't. I won't agree with that. I won't. I'm sorry, but I won't. I believe we are all equal. You're a woman, you're a man, you're a madam, you're a papa, you're a whatever. We are all equal. All right? We're partners in the relationship. What is good for you is good for me. If you can do this, then I will do it too. And don't forget, a man is the leader. You're showing what you want others to do. You see, the way you live is the way others are going to live with you. The way you live, that's the same way others are going to live with you. What you're doing is that you're telling the woman, copy me. Live your life the way I live my life. Say what I say. All right, do what I do. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And that's exactly what they're going to do. For real. For me, that's how I think. I don't think any other way. You see, what is good for me is good for my wife. All right? So when we now come into a relationship and we're believing that, okay, the man can just pick up his car key and just drive out and come back 2 o'clock in the morning. But it's not good for a woman to do that. Where do we get that kind of a law from? Where do you get that from? Who taught? I don't understand. Did they put you guys in a class to teach you guys that as a man, you have the right to pick your car key and drive out and come back by 2 o'clock in the morning, but your wife doesn't have the right to do that? Even if you have the right to do it, are you not supposed to use your brain? Sometimes I say, you know what? I'm not supposed to do this because there are kids in the house. The two of us are supposed to take care of the kids together. The two of us are supposed to clean the house. The two of us are supposed to take care of the bill together and make sure we are together in the home. So when you believe that as a man, okay, you can just pick your car key and go out. And let me tell you something. If I am the woman, I'm going to pick my car key and go out one day too. I won't care what happened right after. I don't want to know. Because I'm human. And like I said about 2, 3, 4 days ago, that a woman needs a kind of a mean time. They need to hang out with their friends also. They need to go for ladies' night out. They need to be able to unwind. Ladies need to drink a little wine and then let them live their lives. Let them live their lives. Let them live their lives. They need it. Very important. You can't tell me you didn't get that. All right? You can't tell me you don't understand that. Because so many times the women are actually they are the ones stuck in the house with the kids. They can't go out. They must stay in the house. They must stay in the house, all right, because the kids are there. Oh, they must pick up the kids from school. They are the ones that must cook for the kids. They are the ones that must stay with the kids. They are the ones that must put the kids in bed. They are the ones that must take care of the food. You know, they do all manners of things and then they get stuck at home and you just carry your car key, gallivant all around town and all kinds of stuff like that and everything, and then you believe you are living. How about her? Don't you think she should leave you? And when we talk about living is just, it's not just waking up on the bed and going back to sleep. Living means that you have a life. There's a life you have. You go to mingle with your friends, you go to parties, you go to, get together, you dance a little bit, drink a little bit, socialize a little bit, make some money a little bit, and all that. And all that. That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're supposed, what living is all about. Living is all about you having fun. When you walk without having fun, is zero. By the time you die, you wasted your life. So many of you guys don't even have time to socialize. You don't even have time to party. You don't even have time to do nothing. So many of you don't even have friends that you can mingle with. You just wake up in the morning, go to church, from church to the office, from the office back to church, from church back to the house. And that's why your life is miserable. And that's why you're angry. You're very, very angry. You're so very, very angry because you don't have a life. You're not living. You're only surviving. We'll put this down. You don't have a life, you're only surviving. And if you're just only surviving, you're going to regret it later down the road because, see, you see, life is much more than just waking up and going to work and coming back and go to church. Life is much more than that. There's certain things about life you must know. Certain things about life you must enjoy. And that's why I always tell my church members, they always say, at the beginning, they're like, are we not coming for night vigil? Are we not coming for prayer meeting? I said, go and do your night vigil in your house. You and your children and your husband. Go do your night vigil in the house, you and your husband. You want to do Bible study. Come online, you do Bible study online. All right? And then you quickly finish it and go and cook for your husband. You don't have to come here every time. You come here. What is one you've been coming? You know that from here. There are certain things in life that is actually much more than religion. You just go church. At the end of the day, the marriage is gone. The husband is banging another person. And by the time you come back, your husband is gone. Mama naiviji. Mama prayer warrior. It's all prayer. Father. I see them a lot. They come to me, hello, Pastor Shala. Yes, hello, man. You must obey the can't I mean, it's already going, you know, hey, you walk on it. Mama Holy Ghost. You are, long story, you Pastor Shala. What is Salo? Kí ni problem máa yẹn náà? Kí ni mo bí kò fẹ́ kí n sin Jésù ni. Kò fẹ́ kí n sin Jésù ni. Ó ní mo ti lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tí kò jù. Ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ló ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì lọ́la. Tó bá dẹ̀ ń gbàwẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí mi ò lè ṣe sex. Ó dẹ̀ láìkì ẹ̀ gan. Mi ò lè ṣe sex tó bá ń gbàwẹ̀. Jésù ò ní láìkì ẹ̀. Alright, mo ti gbọ́. Jésù ò láìkì sex yẹn. Ó yẹ ọkọ yín dà ń sìn. Wọ́n ti sálọ. And this is what I tell a lot of people. They don't know. They're just so dumb. People are dumb. You see, your marriage first. Take care of your husband. Take care of your wife. Be there for them. All right, don't be doing IVG 7 days revival, and your husband will not run away at the end of the day. Your eyes will come clear. You will come be looking like Gure Berry. Mama will be Gure Berry afterwards. I don't understand you. I don't understand you. All right, so for me, one thing I believe is that marriage is supposed to be enjoyed. Life is supposed to be enjoyed. When you make money, you spend money. You travel the world, you eat what you like, you mingle with people, you socialize, you're good. And as you're doing it, you always think about your wife. You don't just think about yourself. The moment you think about just only yourself, that's one way, one-sided. That's a one-sided kind of life. Somebody's dying, but the other one is looking fresh. It's so funny. When you see some women, this Holy Ghost Mama Jesus, sister Wumi of Jesus, you will see them looking so pale and so weak and so dry. And then you'll be asking yourself, what is the problem? Why is this woman so dry like Mala? You see, they always look like Mala. You don't see them. You see them, they look like Mala. They are just dry. They be fasting, night vigil, like as if to say they are the one that killed Jesus. I don't understand. You want the only problem like you? Are you the one with problem? You are the only one with problem in this world. Other people have got problem too. All of us, we got problems. We manage our problems. We're managing it and it's looking good. That's what is going on. All right? At the end of the day, they go, they dry up, and then the husband doesn't feel like having sex with them anymore. They don't even look good, and they're not inviting anymore. All right? They don't look sexy anymore. They're dried up. I see a lot of them, CAC people are Mountain of Fire. I'm sorry I'm mentioning it. I see a lot of them, they're just dry. Totally dry. They look like someone that is money. No earring, no nothing, no makeup, no nothing. They look dry. I look at myself sometimes, I say, I can't sleep with these kind of people. Like can't. And that's what their husband come to tell me. You know, so many of them will come to counseling and then they say, Pastor Jola, I didn't sign up for this kind of stuff, man. I said, look at her. Look at the way she looks, man. I can't even take her out to go and show my friends. And as they see, I'm telling you guys, I'm really telling you guys, if you don't look good, you're losing your home. And you don't know. You'll be thinking it's the devil. It's not the devil, it's your stupidity. And your stupidity is ruining everything for you. You don't understand. Your stupidity is ruining everything for you. That's what is wrong with your head. Alright? You want to be like Mama Jesus. You want to look like Holy Ghost fire. And you're losing your homes. You're losing your homes. PTA big time. I saw one sister one time. We used to go to CAC together. You know, in those days, I saw her in Houston. I said, Mama ti fresh, Mama ti wow. To go, Mama, how can you say that? When you meet Jarami, only meet Jarami, I like that. I like that. The woman is enjoying her life. Nobody can tie you down. Nobody can tie you down. You should fly. There's only one life you got to live. Enjoy the life that God has given to you. Enjoy it. Do what you love to do. All right? And that's what they call living. When you say living, it means you're doing what you love to do. You are not restricted by anybody. Nobody's giving you laws that is tying you down. You're free as a bird. That's exactly what Christ came to give us. Freedom. He set us free. Free from under the law. We are no longer under law. We're living our lives freely. All right? So that is what I'm talking about. So when you get into marriage as a man, you're not supposed to now be selfish. You're supposed to understand that your wife is human, just exactly like you. She got blood flowing in her veins. She needs rest. The same way you need rest. She needs to hang out with her friends just the same way. All right? You hang out with your friend. Oh, somebody say, oh, a man is a polygamist by nature. African men are polygamists. Go and ask our mother. Our mothers will tell you that they are polygamists and they are happy with it and stuff. I say, stupid stuff. It's stupid stuff, man. It's very stupid or you know what I'm saying? Why don't you say African women are polygamists too? They too can actually have sex with multiple partners. You want them to do that? Yeah, let's give them that authority to do it. Then you think about, now you feel the pain. See how it is. If you allow your wife now to start sleeping around, see how you gonna feel. See how you feel. Will you feel good when you allow your wife to do exactly what you do? Will you feel good? Or you're gonna go crazy? Think about it. Think about it. Will you feel good? Or you're not gonna feel good? And that's why you need to go and sit down and just have a kind of a rethink about stuff and say, you know what? I think I need to do right things. I think I need to be matured enough to understand marriage. Marriage is a commitment. It's commitment between a man and a woman. You commit to the woman. And then if you know you can't commit, divorce the woman, go somewhere else. It's so simple. You don't have to be in a marriage forever. If you know there's no more love, I can't respect this woman, I can't cherish this woman, I can't treat her right, then you divorce her. Give her a divorce license and then you move on. That's it. Don't tie her life down. Don't make her life to be miserable. Don't abuse her. Don't be beating her up. Don't do crazy things. Don't make her go crazy. Don't make her go to a psychiatric hospital. Don't make her go cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? Just tell her, I don't love you anymore. I'm no longer loving you. Can you go your way and let me go my way? We don't need to pray on that one. Prayer is not, we don't need to pray. It's something that you feel, this is what I want, and that's it. The moment love is gone, just let her know. And let her move on, and you move on too. Okay? But don't tie her down in a relationship and let her now be emotionally abused or physically abused. Don't put her in that kind of a relationship that's actually not supposed to be. And that's how wicked a lot of people are. So many men are just wicked. Very wicked, especially the Igbo ones. The Igbo ones, they will put their wife in the house, they won't touch the woman at all. They will just abandon her in one corner, no sex for her, no nothing for her. She will just stay there miserable. And they will tell us not to stop because they will start shouting on the network. Yeah. Why would you talk about Igbo? Why you say Igbo man? He's a Igbo man. Igbo man. That's how they do it. Come and engage me. Let us come and show you something. I will show you evidence and proof that I know what I'm saying. And that's just barbaric. That's a terrible kind of life. That if you know you don't want the woman anymore, set her free. Let her go. Don't make her suffer. She's not an object. She's human being. She's human like yourself. And I'm saying all this because the story for today, I'm going to flip it. I'm not gonna go the direction you want to go. I'm going to flip it. And when I flip it, you might not be happy. And I know you won't be happy anyway. Because the man was, he's after us now. Yes, I'm after you. I'm coming after you right now. I'm not coming after the woman at all. I'm not coming after you. I'm not coming after. I'm telling you. Now, what's the story for today? Very simple story, but very, very terrible story. I'm not saying the woman has done right. All right. These people are married and stuff. Marriage means that we are partners. We're supposed to take responsibility together. We're supposed to love each other and stand by each other. And that's the commitment. That is the vow. I love you. I care about you. I stick with you. And that's it. That's it. That's the way it works. There's no other way to it. All right. But now they got married. And the next thing that happened is this guy will come home 11 o'clock, come home 12 o'clock at night. You come home 12 o'clock at night doing what? Can you tell me you close at the office by 4? You're already out. You're already out of the office by 4 o'clock. Can't you come home and be home by 6 o'clock at least? 6 o'clock and be home. And if you feel like you want to go out, make your going out to be in the weekend. Friday, Saturday. And you can decide to go out on a Sunday too if you want. All right, nobody's holding you down. But Monday to Friday, you come home and go straight to your house. Why? Why do you have to come home by 11, 12 o'clock floor? All right? Like you bought a slave that must cook. You bought a slave that must pick the kids up from school. You bought a slave that must take care of the kid, that must help them to do their homework and assignments and stuff. You bought a slave that will cook for you. And then you get home after seeing all the bum of all the women all around. You be checking out breasts all around at the club. And then you come home, you want to jump on her to cool off. That's unfair. That's very, very unfair. I don't understand. Because you go down now. Or you go down now. It's not good. It's not good at all. All right? Man. What stupid man? A man is supposed to be loving and caring. A man is supposed to be real. A man is supposed to be a leader that shows example. That live the life of the way you want your followers to live. But you're not living the life right now. You're now saying that. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. So we come home by 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock every day. This woman is tired. You see, you go to people's. I went to a place one day. It's been a long time. Probably about 7, 8 years ago. And I went to this house and this woman was the only one running to the kitchen. She's taking care of the kid, sweeping the floor, answering telephone. Oh my goodness. This man just sat down there with the remote in his hands. And I was just sitting down there. I was just looking. I was just watching. He never offered to pick up the phone, never offered to help her in the kitchen, never offered to do nothing with this woman. And you know one funny thing? They both work. She just got back from work. He just got back from work. She was the one who picked the kids up. She brought the kids to the house. She gave them a bath. She went to the kitchen to start cooking food for me and the whole family. And we were discussing and stuff. She was responding from the kitchen, running around, and the kids was, mommy, mommy, mommy. And she was going from one room to another room. And this guy just sat down there and didn't do nothing. I didn't blame him. If he's the only one bringing home money, I won't blame him. But he's not. If he's the only one going out to work, I won't blame him. So that's not the case. The two of them were going out. The two of them were both medical doctors. All right? The two of them were bringing home money. But one thing happens is that one of them is actually a slave to the other one. And for me, I don't buy that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that's the way it should be. It's terrible, terrible kind of relationship. And that's why I love all these young girls of today, all these young ladies of today. They put it on the table, right on the table. They put it right there on the table. Want BI or BL. Those ones between 48 and 50, 60, those ones, forget those ones. That's the way they're going to be. And their women too are just exactly going to continue to enjoy it like that. But those young ones now, you put it on the table. Or be we're going to both babysit. You will babysit, I will babysit. I just love money and stop. I just love money. So they get back to their first child, the only child they got, and they be taking care of the kids and stuff. They taking care of the kids and stuff and everything. And this guy is always coming home by 11, 12 o'clock at night, 11, 12 o'clock at night. All right, every day you come home 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. Think about it. All right. You for real. This is getting me so mad. I don't even know what I want to say. All right. You as a man, it's not like you're walking from 5 o'clock in the morning till 10 and 11 o'clock at night. You walk from 7 to 5. You close by 5, but you refuse to come home. Then you go hang out somewhere until 12 o'clock at night every day. And then you come home late. And then this woman is stuck in the house. And she's taking care of the kids and doing all manners of things. And she got to leave. And that's the part I want to emphasize today. She got to leave. She got to leave. She must leave. She needs a life. Women are not just baby machine. They need a life. They are not supposed to be a sex machine. They need a life. They're not supposed to just be there. They need their own lives. They must leave. Let them leave. Encourage them to leave. They're supposed to have their mean time. Go out with your friends. Lie down on the bed and sleep. No kids disturbing you. I take the kids out. I take the kids out for you. All right? I'm going to live in this. I'm going to be in the house and take care of the kids. You go. You just go. Sometimes like that, you just come home and just give her that privilege. Sweetheart, tomorrow, please, when I get home, I'm going to be home. And you can just go drive out. Go to the park. Go to the gym. You can go to the mall. And just walk around and just be you. You know what I'm saying? You have friends to visit, just go and visit your friends. I'll be home. And then you do it constantly. Let her have her own time. Let her have her own peace. Let her be able to live her life without the kids. It's a condition to divorce. I preach about divorce. Gandu, I preach about divorce, and it's biblical to divorce somebody. If you read the Bible very well, you will see there are so many people don't know. They don't know the Bible. That's why they think divorce is not biblical. Divorce is biblical. I will show you scriptures that support divorce. All right, I will show you scriptures right there. I will show you big time scriptures. You don't know. Let me read this comment right here. That's why depression is higher in women than men. Women are going through a lot. Yes, man. I'm telling you. She should be able to have her own life. And then you as a man supposed to say, sweetheart, let me stay home. You go out. Go mingle with your friends. And we're talking about it right now. Men will what's he saying? What is he saying? I'm telling you the truth. If you can listen to it, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm telling you big time truth. Don't understand. All right? And if you want your marriage to be strong and solid and you enjoy your marriage, you need to think about your wife. Think about your wife. Put her in your plan. It's not just only your friend. Oh, I gotta go to what barbecue. My friend is doing barbecue. I gotta go there. My friend is doing barbecue. I gotta go there. How about our own friends? Our friends doing barbecue also. She gotta go there. She need to go there. You need to give her the opportunity to go there. You babysit today. Let her have a free time so she could leave. You don't understand. People's life becomes, so complicated. They enter into depression when they are just there. Nothing. They got no life. Work, home, church. Work, home, church. Children. Some women, the only people they talk to are their kids. Nothing. They don't have nothing. No friends, nobody. They don't go anywhere. They better be nowhere in their life. They're stuck with the kids at home, and the only place they go to is church. That's the only place they go. And you as a man, you are happy. You know what they do. You know they do no hang out. They're doing barbecue. And you are happy. And you carry your car key and you're going. Like someone without brain that doesn't think at all. Just imagine. And you are praying for long life for your wife? How do you think she's going to live long when she's just stuck? When she's just repeating the same thing over and over again and again? How do you think she's going to be able to live? It is your responsibility as the leader of the home to think for people that you are leading. You think about them. You think about them. Think about your kids. Have you taken them out this month? Where have they gone to? Have you hung out with your kids? Do they even know you at all? Do you even know your children? Do you know what they like? Do you know the kind of games they play? Do you know the kind of music they listen to? You got no idea. Your girls are growing up. You're supposed to be their first boyfriend. Are you doing your responsibility, your role as a father and a boyfriend to teach them how to love? Are you doing it? No, you're not. But it's all their mommy. Their mommy will go meet their mom. Go meet your mommy. Go meet your mommy. Mommy knows all about it. When the kids are grown now, then when they're bringing money, it is you that you have to collect money. That's how selfish you are. That's how selfish you are. And I see these all the time. Whenever I do counseling, I see these all the time. The selfishness of men. I see it all the time. And sometimes I just feel like crying. And why? Africans, why? Why can't we just be right? Why can't we just be truthful? Why can't we face the truth and tell ourselves, you know what? These women, they got rights. They need to live too. And I gotta be there to be able to help and to be able to fill in whenever she's not available. Let me babysit. Let me get to know my kids. Let me take my kids to the ice cream stand. Let me take them to the movie. Let me take them out to the park. Let me get to know them and let her live a little bit. Let her breathe a little bit. Let her have something else to do while I'm here. And that's the way it should be. Now, this particular family, they're married, they got one kid that is 5 years old. And this man will always come home 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. Not that he's working, or just hanging out with friends. So one day, the woman called the man. Hello? Say yes. There's a party in town and I wish to go. And I want to go, and that party will be between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock. And I'm going to go quickly and then come back quickly. And come quickly and come quickly. And that was exactly what the woman said to the man. And the man said, go to the place. See what I'm saying? A lot of African men, they are actually being driven by ego. They don't understand that what is good for them is good for their wives too. You go out, you come home 12 o'clock every day. Now this woman only wanted to go out. She wanted to go out for just only one day, just to have that mean time, that alone time, to be able to unwind, to be able to breathe, and have that little fresh air go into her lungs, and then come back and continue doing what she's doing. She's not asking the man, can you come home and be with this child for me to just go between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock and I'll be back? And the man said, oh, be da, kolo. Oh, da, kolo. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. What kind of a man will not think about his own family? Is he going to be like Mr. Isaac Adeyemo or Mr. Ayo Agao, who just believe that, oh, he's a woman rapper, oh, he's always attacking men? If they are very, very knowledgeable, if you're very, very knowledgeable, you will sit down, you think well with the story I'm trying to put on, and you think in your head and know this is the right thing for the man to do. Because that woman is not your slave. She's human, just like you, and she's your partner. She's your partner. And what is good for you is good for her. And just imagine the man said that, and what the woman did, and she said she actually made up her mind that today will actually be the end of this relationship. I am going to make sure that today will be the end of this relationship. I have tried my best, and I think I can't do this no more. And this is where many of our people get to. And then they abandon their homes, and then they get out of the relationship. And you see the men will now start coming back and be begging. I'm sorry, I want you back. I want my wife back, sir. I can tell you how many men they called me, they paid my $600 for counseling sessions. And I asked them, what do you want? I want my wife back. And by the time we now put the story on the table, I see all the nonsense and jacka that they have done. But they believe they are men. Oh, I'm the man, I'm the man. I have the right to do this, I have the right to do that. Stupidity. A man is supposed to be faithful. A man is supposed to be real. A man is supposed to look out for the wife and the children. You're supposed to be a servant leader. That's what a man's supposed to be. A man is supposed to be a servant leader. That's what he's supposed to be. If you don't understand Mr. Ayo Agao, Mr. Isaac Adeyemo, just telling you right now, a man is supposed to be a servant leader, a protector of his family, a provider for the family. All right? Provide everything. Support, protect the family. That's why God made him to be the man and put him in charge to be a leader. The moment you fail in your responsibility and you're gallivanting all around town, you're a failure as a man. You're a failure as a husband. You're a failure. So the woman made up her mind, said, you know what? This is going to be the end of it. And sometimes you get to a point where you see a woman will say, you know what? I'm done. And then you start asking them why. What have you gone through? They've gone through a lot. They have endured so much. And then they get into this point and they say, okay, I'm done. I'm done. The story for today is talking about men. The story for tomorrow may talk about women, because some of our women too act the same way. But today I'm just focusing on the men. And because of this story that we have, we want to kind of like educate the men for them to see it. For them to see it. All right? So you are now going out every day, 11 o'clock, coming home 11 o'clock every night, coming home 12 o'clock every night. And this woman is asking you, please, can you come home early? Because I need to go out to a party between 9 and 12 o'clock today. And the next thing he said was, oh, Biaida. But Biaida, it was cruelly. And this is what I hate. I hate it when men actually come and start talking like that, believing that they are King Kongs, believing that they are actually the all in all, the lion of the tribe of Judah. So the woman is supposed to die in the house without a life. And you can have life and jump all around town and enjoy your own self while the woman is stuck in the home. That's unfair. That's not supposed to be. Mr. Shegun Adeshoya. That's not supposed to be. That's not the way life is supposed to be. That's not it. If you think well, think. That's not the way life's supposed to be. Oh, it's biased. I'm not. You are. You need to balance things out. What is good for you is good for your wife. So the woman, what she did, I didn't agree with it. She locked the 5-year-old girl. She locked her up inside the bathroom. She waited for the man didn't show up. So she locked the 5-year-old girl in the bathroom. She locked the 5-year-old, she locked her up in the bathroom. I do not agree with that. I will not go to that party if I'm that woman. I will stay with my kid. It's possible for me to actually call a counselor the next day, report the case to my pastor, report the case to the mother, report the case to someone that actually could come in to talk about it with us. But I will not lock my own daughter up in the bathroom and go to a party. I won't. It doesn't matter how difficult it looks. It doesn't matter how desperate I want, just want to go to the party. I will never do that. So what she did was she locked up her daughter in the bathroom. She locked her up in the bathroom. The little girl cried. She cried until 11 o'clock at night when the father came back. So the father came back 11 o'clock at night to hear the sound of the cry of the baby, rushed into the bathroom, found the baby inside of the bathroom, started making phone calls to the woman. The woman didn't pick up the phone. She got home 12 o'clock that same night. And the next thing that happened was the man became so angry and beat up this woman. And this woman called 911. And 911 came and they picked up the man and they locked him up in prison. And he was there for 3 days. And prison with Nigerian men, the moment you call 911 your husband, the next thing that will happen is the whole family will start coming against you, and they will say, you have done what nobody has done before, and that you have done this, you have crossed the line, there is fire on the mountain, you are going to be destroyed, what you have done. People don't do these kind of things and survive. And then they come against you. And that's the reason why a lot of women, they live inside abusive relationship and then they die there. Some people just live in abusive relationship and they become insane. Then they start taking medication, about 15, 20 different medications for depression. And they still continue to stay there just because they fear what Africans will do. So when the man is, and I always tell us this, and we will not understand, African men, they believe in the law and they obey the law. The moment you call a pastor and say, Pastor, come and talk to this man, they will just be there listening. They are not going to change. They don't respect God. They don't respect Bible. But when you call 911 on African men, that's when they cool down. They say, so they love well, I will never do it again. No, tell them not to. And then the African women know how to hide. And then the police will come and then they say, I'm not pressing charge and let him go. And this guy is going to repeat the same thing at the end of it all. I told one woman, I said, next time your husband behave this way to beat you up, call 911 that guy. And then she called 911 him. He sent him to jail. He came back from jail. They pushed the button on his head. He started behaving correctly. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you, this woman is in New York City. The man, they're still both married today. This man is now correct. Very correct. I'm telling you, very, very correct. Very correct. When you have a man that is always beating you at every corner, at every point where you have argument, he'll be beating you. Call 911, the guy. Don't call pastor. When you call pastor, you're only wasting your time. They don't respect pastors. They don't respect pastors. They will just listen. They'll say, and then the pastor will go. Olawale, they salute. I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying. What did I just say? I said I would never do that. That's the mistake the woman made. What do you want me to do? You want me to carry cutlass and go cut off her head? Cut off her head because you locked up her kid in the bathroom? Did you listen to what I said? You people just always want to just run your mouth. Just run your mouth anyhow without listening to the truth. Did you listen when I was talking about it? I would never do that. That's not the right thing for her to do. I said that 3 times. I don't understand. When I was saying it. So you call 911 such a man. Let them go deal with him. Let the law go and handle him. You will find out by the time you come back, you start behaving correctly. Nigerian men, they know the law. They obey the law. They don't obey nobody. They don't obey pastor. They don't obey nothing. The only thing they obey is the law. When you put the law on them, they come back and be normal. And that's how you deal with them. You see, when they marry black Americans, they behave well. When they marry white Americans, they behave well. They behave well. They behave so well. When they marry black Americans, they behave well. When they marry white Americans, those ones know they joke. Those ones will call them on you at every point. They don't joke at all. But when they marry Nigerians, that's when they do all this nyama nyama. Because Nigerian women are being taught to respect the man, you need down to him, when he's cheating, just beg him, tell him the household. And that's why they cheat, and Nigerian women will still be begging them and all kinds of stuff. Tell them to get out. They will soon come back and be coming here to cry. They don't understand. They are being pushed and they are being pushed by their penises. All right? It's the penis that is directing them. And they will soon be normal. Later down the road, let them go. Let them go to their kata and the husband. Let them go there. They will soon see them. When they now turn 60, they will start be looking for their first wife all around the place. At the time that they don't have energy anymore. That's when they will come back. They now start looking for their wives again. Issue. Which kind of issue are you talking about? Is it not now that your brain is supposed to be working? And staying in your homes? So what am I saying in essence is that was the wrong move for the woman to do. I won't do that for me. I won't lock my kids up. Never. You'll never see me lock my kids up. Never. All right? So the man started beating the woman and stuff. The woman called 911. 911 came. They picked up the guy, locked him up for 3 days, and came out of prison, jail, and he was home. And then the next thing that happened was he packed his stuff and he walked out. So he walked out of the house, went to stay with his friends, and afterwards, he came back to beg the wife. You see, sometimes I always look at men. They always want to deny the truth. They want to deny the truth. The man that we're talking about, wait, he now came back to beg the woman. And then the woman took him back to come back. Then he came back. And they start living together again. All right? And they start living together right now. But one thing that is bothering the guy right now is that I can't be staying home and babysitting. I can't be cleaning the house. I can't be ironing clothes. I can't be doing laundries. I can't be doing all of this stuff. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. You are twisting the story, Pastor Tola. How am I twisting the story? Are you the one that the story happened to? Were you the one that spoke with the man? Were you the one who spoke to the man, Mr. Tosin Ogundele? Were you the one who spoke to the man? If you want to tell me the truth now, can you call? My telephone number is here. You want me to put it there? I'll put it there. The telephone number is 405-550-513. I'll put it on the screen right now so you can tell me the truth. And I want you to call to tell me how I have twisted the story, what I've said wrongly, and the telephone number is on the screen right now. You are all looking at the telephone number right now on the screen, and I want you to call in Mr. Ogunleye. What's the name of that person again? Tosin Ogundele. Please call in, please. Call in to tell us the truth about the story. How am I twisting the story? How? How am I twisting the story? Somebody's always getting home 11 o'clock at night. The wife actually asked him to come home on time. I want to go to a party. He said, now at the end of the day, the woman left and came back. The man beat up the man. The woman called 911. They sent the man to jail. He came back and then he walked out the house and then right is back and is begging to be called. He begged the woman to take him back. And that's exactly what I said. How am I twisting the story? How? But right now, where we are right now is the wife is now asking, the woman is asking, I want help. You can't just be living in this house. We both work. And you know one funny thing that will happen? If we continue to call 911 each other, we're going to destroy the license that we have that we used to work. We're going to mess up the marriage. The woman should be blamed. The man is out of question. She is a woman. I don't understand how you think. This is babbling me. Why men are thinking this way? The woman is supposed to be blamed. We're blaming both of them. I'm not blaming the woman alone. I'm blaming both of them. Where are you going 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night for? Why stay out until 12 o'clock? Is she the only one who get back to the children? Are you not are you not a parent? That you're supposed to get home and be with your kid when your wife is out? Are you not supposed to come home to babysit? I don't know. For real, I don't understand these men, the way they think. And this is what I'm talking about. A lot of women that live with this kind of men, they are in a difficult situation. The women who live with this kind of men can never enjoy their lives. The women who are inside of this kind of relationship can never flourish. Can never flourish. Mr. Ayo, I know. I didn't talk to the woman. I spoke to the man. If you care to know, I spoke to the man. The man gave me the truth. And this was the truth. The truth from the man, not from the woman. You see what I'm saying? The truth from the man, not from the woman. So if you think I didn't do my investigation, you're just fooling yourself. You're just fooling yourself. I think men should come down, and think the right way. You are not the Lion of the tribe of Judah of nowhere. You are just a partner in that home. You are not the king in that home at all. You are not the lead. You are not the boss in that home. You are just a leader. The leader of a team is a partnership. What is good for you is good for your wife. So many of our women are miserable today, and they're just there. The moment their kids are gone, they die. Some of them, they didn't die physically, they die spiritually, they die emotionally, and they're no longer living because we kill them. That's what we do to them. Many of our Nigerian men don't respect their wives. They don't respect them. You know, they normally say, oh, respect is for men. You're just fooling yourself. Women deserve to be respected. When you respect a woman, she respects you back. You didn't buy a slave. She's not a second-class citizen. She's a human being like yourself. You should treat her as one. You see, we were so blessed that we left Africa to come to America, to go to England, to go to Europe, for us to see how men treat their wives, for us to see it, for them to see it, you know? So we come in and then we have learned so much and see the way a woman should be respected and be cared for. Mr. Fola Ogun, I'm going to break it down to you, sir. And I want you to listen to this. Number one, the man is the leader. I believe you understand that. The man is the leader. If in a company, the CEO of a company, if the company didn't do well, everybody will blame CEO of a company. In a church, the pastor happens to be the leader. If the church is not growing, everybody blames the pastor. In a country, when the country is not doing well, Buhari is a bad leader. Donald Trump is a bad leader. Biden is a bad leader. We blame the head, the leaders of those organizations and countries. And likewise in marriage, a man is the leader of the home. So if anything goes wrong in the home, we have to go to the leader and tell the leader you have not done well, because you're supposed to lead that group, lead the team to a perfect destination. I think you got it. All right. So whenever anything is going on in marriage, it is the responsibility of a man to find solution to those things. And a man who knows how to deal with the partner will call a meeting and sit the two of them down. And then we dig into the wealth of knowledge of that woman and say, what do you think we could do here? It's just like a partner. You talk to the wife like a partner, like somebody who is part of the system. You as a man cannot just bring a car home and say, I just bought a car. It's supposed to have been discussed between the two of you. I'm going to buy a car and this is the way it's going to affect the family. All right? This is going to be the way to affect the family. All right? So you as a man who is the leader of the home, you must learn what they call leadership. For you being the leader doesn't mean you know leadership. You must learn leadership. So to learn leadership is what is missing in the life of a lot of our Nigerian people, because they just copy people. They just copy their fathers. The way their father lived with their mom, That's the same way they're living with their wives. And so many of our mothers died in abusive relationships. They die in abusive relationship. They die in abusive relationship. That's where they died. I'm telling you. So many of our dads, they had concubines. Many of our dads were abusive. Many of our moms, they were just there enduring. They had no voice, nobody to talk to, nobody to report anything to. And even if they go to their parents' house to report their husband, their parents will send them back to the husband. That's a kind of a miserable kind of life for anybody to live. So if you now have daughters, you will sit down and think, how do you want your son-in-laws to treat your own daughters? Do you want them to treat your daughter the way you're treating their mom? Do you want them to be treated like that? If you do love your daughters, you love them so much, do you want them to be beat up? You want them to be abused? You want them to be punched in the face? You want them to be beat up during pregnancy? Do you want their husband to cheat on them? You now think about that as a man. And that's actually what's supposed to now be what will influence and affect your leadership. That what I'm about to do right now, I want to lead right. I want to be able to be a good leader in this particular relationship. It was Eve who gave Adam the fruit. Adam wasn't the one that he wasn't the one who initiated it at all. He was just there. But the woman came with the fruit and gave to him. When God came back, it was Adam that God was looking for. Adam, where are you? He said, I'm here, I'm naked. Who told you that? And then he quickly said, it was the woman you gave to me that made me sin. He thought maybe God would change his judgment and say, okay, it is only the woman that has committed the crime. No, God did not do that. God went straight to the leader. God went straight to the leader. He went straight to the leader. And he messed that guy up. All right? That's exactly what he did. That's what he did. So every one of us must understand the position of a man. And when you now read the Bible so well, you find out God placed the husband side by side with Jesus. He gave the man the same responsibility he gave Jesus. Here, side by side. You know what he said? He said, husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Love your wife as Christ loved the church. And if you want to learn and know how Christ loved the church, he made himself a sacrifice for the church. So whenever something happened, you are supposed to be the sacrificial lamb for your wife. To be the sacrificial lamb for your wife. When anything happened, you are supposed to. And it's just like now, every time God will look, he's not seeing our sin, he's looking at the blood of Jesus on the cross of Calvary that been shed for us. So he's paying the price on our behalf. And that's why the Bible says Jesus Christ is on the right side of the Father, interceding, he's begging for us. That's the same way a man should do for his wife. That's the kind of life you should live. And he wants a woman to submit to a husband. And for you to be a husband is not just a man, not just because I'm a man or because I have a deep voice. A husband is a lover of Christ, someone who has been to the school of the Holy Spirit, who knows how Christ loved the church. That's the man that could graduate from the position of a man to the position of a husband. A husband is not just a man. A husband is a man in Christ. I'll repeat it one more time. A husband is not just a man. A husband is a man who lives in Christ, who obeys the instructions of Jesus, who is the representative of Christ. He is the ambassador of Jesus in his home. So he could not do nothing without checking with God. What will you want me to do? What should I do in this situation? And Jesus will be the one to tell him exactly what to do, because he's only representing Jesus in that home. And that's who a man should be. So if you're not that person who loves God, who obeys God, who is receiving instruction from God, you're not a husband. Forget about it. You are not a husband. Forget about it. You're just an ordinary man. And an ordinary man will always be insultive, abusive. An ordinary man will be the one living his life recklessly. An ordinary man will not care for his wife, will not love his wife the way Christ loved his church. And the Bible says a man who is not able to provide for his own home is worse than an infidel. So many of our men, they are worse than an infidel. They can't provide nothing. Many of them don't provide money. Many of them don't provide emotional support. Many of them don't provide spiritual support. Many of them don't provide sexually. They don't provide security. You're supposed to provide in every corner. Myself and my wife were talking today. He said, oh, why are people not trying? Even though Nigeria is not that great, they should still try to feed their family. I said, it's not easy, but I believe people should do whatever it takes legally to feed their family. If it's about you getting a job as a driver, get a job as a driver. If it's about you getting a job as a bricklayer, get a job as a bricklayer. If it's about you getting a job as a security guard, get a job as a security guard. In as much that you're able to bring money home to feed your family, you're good. You're good. And that's what people do. People pay the price, they sacrifice for it. All right. I know a guy who he was a doctor when he was in Nigeria. So he moved to US and he moved into New York City and he couldn't pass his exam, the board exam, he couldn't pass it. So he tried it several times, couldn't pass. So he decided to go to School of Nursing. So he finished his nursing, he became LPN, and then from there he was working and then became RN and stuff. So he forgot about being a doctor. And now he's a nurse. And he's making his money, he's working, and he's providing food, shelter for his family and taking care of them. And I know another man who used to be a lawyer in Nigeria, couldn't pass exam, and he refused to work. And he said, if I didn't get to pass this board exam, I'm not going to do anything. And the wife is the only one taking care of the business in the home. And I look at him, he's an idiot. You should go and start driving Uber. You should go and get a job as a security guard somewhere and do something to put food on the table for your children, for your wife, and take care of business. And that's what we're talking about. Is it someone who knows Jesus? Someone who has gone through the Holy Ghost school will do anything to put food on the table for the family. Legal things. Not be ashamed of taking any kind of job. Pending the time they will get a better job. They won't. They will sacrifice. Just like Christ sacrificed. That he left his glory to come to this world of sin, to take all our sins onto himself and died on the cross of Calvary. That's exactly the way men would do with their wives. See, the moment you see this competition between a man and a woman, oh, you are blaming men, why not women? Then you see that there's confusion in this world, that we have baby husbands who do not understand responsibility, who do not understand the position of leadership, that I'm a leader in my home. I'm not supposed to compete with the follower. The person that's supposed to be following me, why should I be competing with that person? And that's the way I see people. Until we realize that we're not supposed to compete with the follower and then go and build ourselves up. Build yourself up as a man. Do what it takes to build yourself up. Buy books, read about leadership, go to leadership seminars. Go to leadership seminars and stuff. And just keep going. And then educate yourself. And you will see how it's going to work. And you will be knowledgeable. And you'll understand how to treat your wife correctly. You'll understand how to love your wife. And then you're going to be able to have money. There'll be money. And like I always say, marriage is the only money ritual that is working. That's the only money ritual that works. Marriage. The Bible says 1 will chase 1,000 and 2 will chase 10,000. Just look at that kind of arithmetic. 1 chase 1,000, but 2, 10,000. So every time you combine and team up with somebody, that's raised to power 10 prosperity. So when husband and wife work together, then you find out that their prosperity will actually have no limit. And they keep going, they keep going, they keep going. And that's the way it's going to work. But if you as a man, if you refuse to understand your role as a leader, you refuse to understand the definition of a husband and a man. You need to know the definition. It's two different things. A man and a husband, they are not the same. The Totally different. So many of our men today, they get married, but they are not husbands. They remain men in the relationship. And they're carnal. And when you're a carnal person, you can't be a husband. If you're a carnal person, you can't be a husband. Men who are in Christ, they believe in Jesus, they go to church, they listen to the voice of God, they get their directions from the Holy Spirit. Those are the ones, because they know how Christ loved the church, so they will love their wife the same way. And you'll find out that their wife will have no option but to bow to them. They won't need to say, do you know I'm the man? I'm the man. You see, the moment you're saying I'm the man, that means you're not the man. You're begging for respect. The moment a man is begging for respect, it's not the man. It's not the man. You go and knock your ego down, knock it out, knock your ego out. The moment you're saying I'm the man, you're begging for respect, you are not the man. You're not in charge. Your position is no longer yours. That position is not yours. You lost that position already. You're not supposed to, you command it. You command that respect by doing what attracts respect. There's certain things that attracts respect. When you do those things, your wife will respect you. When you come home on time to protect your home, you don't know what's going on in your home. You don't know, maybe your kids have eaten. You don't know the condition of the house, the condition of the street. All right, you went from work to beer parlor. That's a stupid man. A good man would drive all the way to his house to check his home. How are my kids? Are they back from school? Are they good? How about your homework? Mommy, how are you doing? Love you. Any food? You eat in your house. And then you can now take a leave and say, you know what? I want to hang out with so and so. I'll be back. And when you go, you come back quickly to protect your home. There are so many crazy people going all around the street. Armed robbers visit people in Nigeria. And if you're not home, they come to rob your home. They might kill your children and kill your wife. But if you're home, you as a man will be able to look for a way to protect your family. All right? So in that case, you're actually going to be commanding respect. Your wife will respect you. People on the street will respect you. Your neighbors will respect you. The church will respect you. They'll say, this man is a good man. When you respect your wife, you don't just talk to your wife anyhow. You don't insult your wife. You don't push her around. You don't just command her anyhow. Then you are commanding respect. Your wife will respect you. The family of your wife will respect you. Your brother-in-laws will respect you because your wife will always speak highly of you everywhere she goes to. And they will see it too, that you respect your wife. You don't say insulting things. You don't curse your wife. You don't insult your wife and stuff. If you refuse to lay your hands on your wife, you're commanding respect. No matter how angry you may be, she will always do bad things. What kind of bad thing do you think? And what else do you think will have happened to Adam? Just imagine Adam being a Nigerian man, and the wife gave him the fruit or whatever it is to take him away from where he was enjoying his life. I'm not going to lie to you. Olumese David, if he's a Nigerian man, he will beat the hell out of that woman. He will punch that woman, beat the hell out of that woman, kick her out of his life and stop. You took my life away. You idiot. You destroyed my life. See what you've done. See how you make me to get out of the garden. See how God punished me. Now I'm going to be a farmer. I'm going to be digging the ground to eat. See what you've done. A Nigerian African man will beat the hell out of the wife. But Adam didn't do that. Actually, after the whole stuff, he changed the name of his wife. He said, formerly I called you a woman, but now I'm not going to call you a woman anymore. I'll call you the mother. The mother of all universe. This is the mother of my kids, my wife. It was after his eyes got opened, that was when he realized this is not just a woman. This is my wife, the mother of my children. And remember what God said to the serpent. He said, the offspring of this woman will bruise your head. And Adam opened up his eyes. At that point in time, he didn't beat up his wife. He didn't beat up his wife. A Nigerian man beat up his wife into coma because the wife broke his windshield. The wife broke his windshield and he beat the woman to coma. They had to hospitalize the woman for several days for her to get out of coma and stuff like that. But put that one side by side with what Eve did to Adam. Adam didn't do nothing. The guy didn't go mad. The guy didn't beat up his wife. Didn't do nothing. He was just there. He was just say, "This is my wife, mother of my kids." Even inside of that particular problem, inside of that pain, the guy didn't do nothing. Didn't do anything. It takes a man created by God who loves God, obeying God, to do that. And that's what we're talking about. It's not about dealing with all of these men with ego. It's just full of ego. Just ego, ego, ego. Ego all through. This is very, very terrible. That's very terrible. Oh, ego, 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 ego. And it's not gonna last. It's not gonna take you far. You're not gonna go far. You can't go far. Ego will not ego is not gonna take you far. It's not gonna take you far at all. Won't take you far. You need to strip yourself of it. Strip yourself of that ego. Calm down. Bow down to God. And respect your wife and honor your wife. Steve Harvey said something. He said that every day I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself, forget about your dream, forget about your purpose in life. Let's go out there and make this woman happy. I do the same thing. I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom and I look at myself in the mirror. I said, let's go and make this woman happy. And that's why it's like this. And we're still having fun. You know what I'm saying? Still having fun. All right. All right, let me just quickly leave that one alone. Let me go straight to the second part I want to share with you guys. Like, I'm going to go straight to my office right now to bring something out for you guys to see. And if you want to purchase it, it's going to help you a lot. If you really want to enjoy your relationship, I think you should get it. For you guys who are having problem holding erection, you're in a relationship, you're married, and sex is kind of like a little difficult for you. Holding erection is a little difficult for you. This stuff will help you. This stuff will help you big time. So if you can actually get it, you can get it and then you use it. It's gonna help you a lot. So give me just only 1 minute. Let me rush to my office and grab it, and then I'll come back and show it to you. All right. Wow, I think I left it at the office. My office outside. It's not here. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it and I'll show it to you guys. And this stuff, they call it the penis ring. The penis ring. The penis ring. Um, you can go and Google it. Go and Google it. It will help you a lot. I'm telling you this for real. I'm not gonna give you a shot. It will help you a lot to be able to maintain erection and keep it on. And keep it on. And keep it on. All right? So that's the way it is. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So if you have question about it, you can actually leave me an inbox message. You can make a phone call through. I'll pick your call. And if you have any question right now, you can ask me question about it. I will answer your questions too. If you have any question about the penis ring, I will respond. It uses battery? No, it doesn't. It doesn't use battery. It doesn't. It's just a circle, like a ring, like a regular ring like this. Like a ring just like this. But it's just bigger. It's bigger. Come use it on me, Dr. Shola. It's so funny. So it's just like a ring like that. It's just a ring, and they call it the penis ring. It's always it, it's gonna stay right after the head of the penis, and you put it right there. And the moment you get that erection, it's gonna hold it there. It's gonna help you to hold your erection instead of you actually losing that erection. Some of you guys will have erection right now. Within the next 2 seconds, the erection will go away and stuff. But this penis ring is gonna help you to keep that erection, and then you'll be able to satisfy your wife and stuff. It uses tiny battery to vibrate. No, 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 no. That's not the one. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the ring. It's just a ring like this, like just like this ring. But they call it the penis ring. It's actually good for you to get it. When you get it, if you're having, you know, problem with erection, it will help you a lot. It's not going to fall inside because by the time you put it on, it's not going to fall. By the time you put it on, and then you gain erection, it's going to be the penis is going to hold to it, and the head of the penis is not going to allow it to go out because it's going to be like right by the tip of the penis. So it's not gonna go inside. No, it won't. And it's got like a little ball like stuff on this side at the bottom of it, and that stuff will massage the penis to keep the blood flowing into it. To keep the blood flowing into it, and then you'll be able to hold the erection there. And based on what I read about it, there is no side effects. So there's so many men they have problem. It has different types. Okay, maybe I don't know. It's possible for them to have the one you're talking with the tiny battery to vibrate. I don't know about that one, but so the one that is recommended by a therapist. That's the one I'm actually trying to market to you guys. And if you want to buy it, you can actually call me. I can ship it to you. But I left it at the office. Well, probably I'll get it by Monday. I'll get it by Monday, and I'll be able to show you guys. My therapist mailed it to me, and I want me to market it to you guys. All right. So if you have problem, holding erection and all that, go and Google it. You can buy it on Amazon if you want. If you want to buy the one I have, you can make a phone call in. I will ship it to you directly. All right. So that's going to help you. For men, it's for men. It's not for women. It's for men. Just to hold the erection. How many rounds? How many rounds like what? I don't understand. How many rounds like what do you mean? How many rounds will he be able to go? It depends on his strength anyway. It depends on the strength of the man. Even if you have erection and you don't have enough strength, you might not be able to go more than one time. And the one time is going to be good. The one time is going to be, something good. I think some women can actually buy it also give to their men. Of course, if the men are open, if they're open to receive it, to take it, if you are open to take it. But I feel a man should call so that we'll be able to explain how to use it to them. So when they call, we'll be able to explain to them how to use it, and then they buy it and then they go to use it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be fair, and they will be able to use it and know that this is going to help them. So instead of you going to buy CBD or buying Viagra and all kinds of stuff like that, or drinking Ogidiga, Sobonton and all that, you can try it. And see how it's going to hold the erection together. There are some of them they put that ring all the way to the bottom. Those ones are not good. The one that is right is the one that will be on the tip. By the tip of the penis is going to hold the erection, and that little ball stuff will allow the blood to flow into it to maintain that erection. All right. So it's available now for anybody to use it. If you have a need for it, you can make a phone call through. I will definitely ship it to you. All right. These men are not calling. I give you guys my phone number. They are not calling me. They're not calling me. They're arguing. They want to argue with me, but they refuse to call. my God. Oh my God. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. So thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for watching my show again today. I really appreciate you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. So thank you very much. If you don't have any question at this time, we'll see you guys later by the grace of God. I don't know if I can come tomorrow. I'm not sure. Maybe next week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, possibly. All right. Peace out. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any question for me, you can make a phone call. Hey, no, please make phone call. Make phone call. Man, no more drinking mokoli. No more drinking mokoli. I don't know about that one. You know, just keep it good. Keep it good. Don't put any poison in your blood. Don't put any poison in your bloodstream. Don't put any poison down. Just use this one. You will love it. You will love it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna keep you. It'll keep you hard, very hard. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Olumese David. God bless you, my brother.